Hey there, welcome back, Blade fans. OG Blade Reviews with you once again. And no, I don't have my own brand of knife yet. That's just my little sticker there to show you where you're at. You're at my channel, OG Blade Reviews. And we've got something on the table I haven't had a new item from for a while. This one came directly from Amazon, of all places. I don't usually get knives from Amazon, but this brand is readily available on Amazon. It is Off Grid. And this is not just their Viper model, but a very special Viper model. It is a rapid fire. We got a nice magnetic box here, very sturdy. And the knife is immediately presented to us in this dense foam cutout with a little shiny plastic underneath. And here we have the Viper Rapid Fire, or Rapid Fire Viper. There's two versions. One is all blacked out, and one is this coyote tan with a stonewashed gray blade. And this is a titanium coated blade. Let me get you the exact name. Well, they call it a gray wash finish. We'll just leave it at that. Something was telling me it was titanium nitride, but I think I'm wrong about that. If you know any different, let me know. It is a solid and slightly heavyweight knife. It is it's exposed steel liners, and these steel liners are not weight relieved. And this came through at about $79 from Amazon. They've got it listed at a list MSRP of $89 on their website. No weight relieving, and my contention is that knives that have no weight relieving, they have saved a few bucks on milling out those liners. Nonetheless, it is a large and confidence-inspiring knife. Feels really comfortable in the hand. I mean, as opposed to smaller knives with smaller handles, this really feels like you've got a hold of it. I mean, it is, in the world of smaller, lighter, more demure knives, this is a solid knife. They use D2, and it is been said to be cryo treated. So they use a sub-zero quench at some point in the hardening. And I'm not sure of the exact HRC on this. It is D2. It's a tough steel. It is nonetheless a steel that is somewhat prone to corrosion because it is about 50-50 as far as being stainless goes. So you need to wipe the blade down once in a while with a silicone cloth, or if you're using it to cut food, maybe some vegetable oil or what have you. I haven't found any problems over the years unless you're in a real damp climate with D2. And it has got a piercy point. Call that a Tanto clip, but it kind of reminds me of a Roman sword, a gladius, you know, with that wedge triangular shaped point. It is compound ground, so we have two distinct flat grinds here, one out near the point, one for the main edge. It's not particularly high. It's coming in about maybe 55% of the knife. Some very fancy jimping on the top, and that does provide a very non-slip surface for your thumb if you want to reach out that far. Otherwise, you got a nice little pocket in here, a nice little swale for the thumb where the scales are jimped. And that gives you some excellent traction, not trapping. Actually, that jimping, if you want to call it that, goes right into the liner. So it is really excellent. I don't think they lost too much by not weight relieving this knife. It's going to come in a little over 6 ounces, I believe, when we get to the scale. Pocket clip, really excellent. and it is transferable. Only thing I noticed was a little bit of a sharp edge here where they milled out this section of the scale to put the clip. So I just kind of took that down very slightly with a diamond file, got rid of some of that sharpness right on that milled edge right there. Nice texture, kind of a honeycomb texture. It definitely works. And it's a G10, but it's kind of dull. It's looks like it was milled, and then that was pretty much it. So we're gonna put a tape measure and some other measuring devices on this knife and see what we got. Overall, it is 8 1/4. Not that huge. 8 inches is kind of a medium-sized knife in my book. And we've got about a 3.4-inch blade, I would say. I thought it was going to be like 3.6, but it is 3.6 when you get out to the cutting edge. So that's probably what the factory was thinking. If you go up top, you're getting about the same. So right in the middle here, that's just a peak coming out from the handle. That really doesn't make a huge difference. At least we've got a cutting edge that's significantly over 3.5. Handle thickness in inches, 0.67. So like I say, there's plenty to hold on to. It ain't skinny. And I've got a blade in inches of 0.11. And in millimeters, 2.9. I think they called it 3. I'm going to go with 2.9. And somewhere buried under a bunch of crap here on the side, I have my scale. There we go. Table gets a little busy from time to time. And weight is 6.6 ounces. That's what I was saying. You may not want to carry that around your pocket all day, but it does carry beautifully secure with this kind of wide, expanding clip here. It kind of narrows towards the mount point and then expands out. And my experience with these has been that it is very positive, very secure, and very smooth in and out of the pocket. Now, it is a rapid fire for a reason. It is spring-loaded. You may or may not like that. I know you guys that prefer manual, completely manual folders aren't going to cotton to this, and there is no way, as far as I know, without disassembly and maybe some extensive modification where that can be taken out. But there are similar knives from off-grid which do not have the rapid fire mechanism. So, rapid fire is kind of like what Kershaw's been offering for years. Speed safe, I think they call their opening method. This is only a flipper tab. And the way this works is that right about there, you have your spring pressure, okay? And that is pretty firm to close. You definitely feel that spring working. It's a coil spring right around the pivot, as far as I can tell. And I'm pulling back very gently, a little at a time. And there it snaps out. I think that was a good example of how that works. Now, you may or may not like that. If for some reason, it hit something on the way out and it stopped, you can open it the rest of the way with ease. So I happen to like it. I think under duress, that's always going to fully open for you. You may not like that it isn't completely under your control, but hey, if a flipper tab on a knife that's manual fails, you don't like it, right? So this guarantees that that knife is going to come fully out to lock, and it is locking up pretty tight. I'm getting a tiny bit of not blade play, lock rock there. Just, not enough to really even be worried about. I think it's probably something going on here with the contact of the liner lock. And it is a liner lock with exposed liners. It's kind of a medium thickness, I would say. As far as the alignment, blade's perfectly centered, falls a little short of the end of the handle. That's a good safety thing. But it does give you a slightly shorter blade than you might have had if they went a little bit further out and gave you a little bit more blade. It's a very tall blade, and it is sharp as far as I know. Got some handy-dandy computer paper here. Let's see what we got. Well, that was my fault. Yeah, nice and sharp, beautifully sharp. Cutting paper. Oh, there's an art to it, isn't there? I think so. Let's show you some other off-grid examples. So this is the rapid fire Viper that we've got here. And what we've got here is the manual Viper XL. Slightly larger, slightly longer. A little different tone in the handle there. Looks like different batches of G10. But this does go back over a year or so since I got that one. And here's the Stinger XL, a very truly XL blade that is much longer and even taller than either of these two. And a much bigger, not really taller, well, taller handle than this guy here. But yeah, you can tell that I do like that color. Don't have any, I do have a couple blacked out ones. I think I have the Enforcer XL with the black and reds kind of swirled G10. But I do tend to go with the Coyote tan, they're calling it, on their knives, and the gray wash finish. You can see the size of the Stinger here, XL, next to this guy. It makes it dwarfed next to it. This guy, so that's 8 1/4 inches overall. This is 9 and like a 9.35 overall with a fully 4-inch blade and a little bit, yeah, about the same on the cutting edge. So big old knife, and no weight relieving. Actually, we do have weight relieving on this guy. Yeah, there's a little bit of weight relieving inside. And fully manual with a flipper tab on that guy. Fully manual with a flipper tab on this one. Nice action though. Nice detent. Swings out nicely even if you try to fail it. Got the same jimping going on here. Well, they are sort of kin, but the handle they do a little bit differently on the rapid fire. And rapid fires are available in some other models with off-grid as well. Take another look around. Again, a solid knife. I'm not getting any blade play at this point either. So I'm wondering if, I don't want to make a big point about this, if it isn't, that, yeah, no, I'm not getting it. That liner may not have been fully engaged, and I think it's going to break in a bit as we go. Nice action, though. I mean, that's definitely solid, isn't going anywhere. There's your off-grid logo, and there is your Cryo D2 marking there. The knives I've had in Cryo D2, and they do make 154 cm, and they are making M390 in some of their elite class knives. But their D2 that I've been working with in cutting and EDC carry is really, you know, nothing to sniff at. It's a good, solid, sharpenable steel. Edge seems to hold up well. Not on this one. I haven't really carried it or tried it that much. Just came in a couple days ago. But that is the Stinger. No, it's not the Stinger. It's the Viper. Getting all confused. It's the Viper, Rapid Fire Viper from Off Grid Knives. Hope you enjoyed this review, and don't forget to give it a like and subscribe. I will be back with you soon.